Hi folks, this is Sada here. I am a full stack developer that has worked with many contemporary tech stacks out there since 2017. I have a solid expertise in working with different backend languages and frameworks, and especially building microservices. After trying multiple combinations, mostly with Laravel, I've seen Hasura to pair particularly well with Laravel. In this series, we'll cover how the two can help you in rapid development, besides offering many different benefits. Make sure that you hit subscribe as I'm going to do the full series on YouTube. So, also, I like to engage with you all. So, please do share your thoughts and questions in comments. You can also follow me on X at SNCon300. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. So I normally start my series with this question, and I'm going to ask the same question in this one as well. So why Hasura? There is so many backend technologies out there. Why should we use Hasura? So there is quite a few reasons. I'll try and go through them one by one. First of all, it's free to use. So Hasura is an open source and free to use GraphQL engine. So throughout this series, we'll be diving into this awesome world of Hasura using the free version. So no wallet damage here. Rapid API development. So with Hasura, API development is honestly a breeze. It instantly generates GraphQL APIs from your database, saving your time and effort in development. And what's more, you can do it all from a GUI, a GUI. So you can literally do it. I mean, maybe your 10-year-old can do it. It's really simple. So although there are command line options as well for the more geeky of us. We also have automatic CRUD operations. So Hasura automates CRUD operations, create, read, update, and delete functionalities are generated automatically, reducing coding and reducing manual coding and ensuring efficiency. So we also have real-time capabilities. So Hasura's subscriptions are the fastest way to build real-time apps like chatbots, dashboards, and so much more. No need to keep pooling APIs over and over again. It's real-time. Data federation. So unify data from multiple sources with ease. Hasura enables, you can unify data from multiple sources with ease. Hasura enables data federation, especially beneficial in microservices architecture. So it's not only Laravel, you can actually use other types of other backend technologies as well. People have used it with Node, and there's quite some content out there with Node. I believe this is the first time somebody is trying it with Laravel as such. So integrating with other services, Hasura plays really well with others. It supports webhooks, serverless functions, and it integrates smoothly with authentication providers like Auth0 and Firebase. In this series, we'll take it to the next level with Laravel, with authentication also being handled by Laravel, and that being probably the most fun part of it. So I'll be doing one, maybe two videos on it too. So scalability, like Hasura is certainly designed for scalability. You can add more instances as your application grows, ensuring it can handle increased load. So when your application is blowing up, you can handle it like a boss with something like Kubernetes in production. So Hasura is also developer friendly. It's a lot of fun to work with. Hasura provides a web-based console for easy API management, schema exploration, and query testing. It also has some very active community support, so you'll not feel alone doing it. Hasura has a vibrant community. There are tech stacks, believe me, that I've tried, and in which there is very little help available. They are very nice. They are really new, but there's very little help available. But Hasura has a vibrant community. It's active and supportive, and it offers a wealth of resources for learning and troubleshooting. The documentation is really extensive, and so that's a huge plus. Now that's just a sneak peek into the amazing world of Hasura. It's not your ordinary static site backend anymore. It has really come of age. It has grown into something extraordinary. You might have seen some of those videos where they say, okay, I mean, if you need a quick backend, just put a few tables together in Hasura and just um, put a static site on top. And these examples, small hobby projects, no, you can actually use it for really large scale projects, as we'll demonstrate in this series. And whether you are looking for rapid API development, real-time features, or seamless integration, Hasura has got your back. So why Laravel? I think there's no need to spend a lot of time on this. Laravel is by far the most popular backend framework. Some of you can contest that, but it has. I haven't seen anything like Laravel out there. It's really developer friendly. It has a large community. We'll cover some of the traits of Laravel in the next slide as well. It has a large community. Just like I said, there's literally no question I feel is unanswered. There are very detailed tutorials. The documentation is awesome. So just like I said, there's nothing like Laravel out there. It has excellent API capabilities, API development capabilities. So you can, because we're going to interact with Laravel using, Hasura is going to interact with Laravel using APIs. So Laravel really shines in that aspect. So let's discuss a bit how the two gel well together. So they're awesome in separate. There are powerhouses. There are two separate powerhouses, but how do they gel well together? What benefit are going to be there to you when you work together with them? So first of all, just like I said in Hasura, they support rapid backend development. So yeah, fasten your seatbelts. Laravel's elegant syntax and feature-rich backend capabilities complement Hasura's GraphQL API layer, enabling quick and efficient development. Authentication and authorization. So let's talk about the lock and key. You can utilize Laravel's built-in authentication and authorization system seamlessly with Laravel, allowing Hasura to manage user-related functions while Hasura handles the GraphQL API access control. There's data transformation and validation. So Laravel server-side capabilities shine in data transformation and validation, ensuring consistency and security before the data reaches Hasura's GraphQL API, GraphQL layer. Sorry. Then one thing that really in which Laravel really has very I mean you can compare very few other frameworks, if any, with Laravel in this. So that's task scheduling and queue management. So you can leverage Laravel's task scheduling and queue management features to offload time-consuming tasks, enhancing performance and responsiveness in your application, and that's especially useful with Hasura. So it's overall like this is going to really let you scale and really get you there really fast. Then business logic implementation. So you can implement custom business logic and workflows in Laravel, exposing these services through Hasura's GraphQL API layer for a clean architecture. And another advantage is, of course, the separation of concerns. So middleware integration. So Laravel has this awesome middleware functionality where you can actually filter HTTP requests, implementing custom logic, or modifying the request response cycle before it reaches Hasura, enhancing the overall functionality. Ecosystem and packages. So let's get this straight. Laravel has a package for literally everything. So there is almost nothing that it cannot do for you when Hasura sends it a request. So this also makes them an excellent pair. Both Laravel and Hasura boast active communities. Laravel's extensive documentation and supportive community provides comprehensive resources for your development journey. We also have the same for Hasura, as I mentioned earlier. Hasura also has some extensive documentation. So when it comes to going big, scalability and performance, they are also like designed for horizontal scalability. Laravel and Hasura together create a powerful architecture for modern web applications, handling backend and GraphQL API scalability efficiently. So overall, they result in fast-paced, robust development combo. They are a fast-paced, robust development combo. So why not? So during this series, the tools that we will use are going to be Docker, Git, VS Code, and Kubernetes. And we'll be dealing with Laravel 10 and the new Hasura 3 and PostgreSQL. Let's get started.